revolution will be live. It's Halloween. It's nighttime, and we finna watch some scary videos all along. This is Scary Cap 12. Let's get into the video.
I wouldn't suggest watching this video alone, as what happens in it is pretty creepy. Reddit user Sir Squid posted the following video and writes, "My wife and I occasionally hear footsteps when nobody is there, and sometimes this is followed by a rocking chair moving. I set up a motion camera over the weekend and this happened."
I would have moved first day. If I can't get that chair to stop, I'm moving. Cause sometimes the wind, but that thing moving kind of hard. The fuck? Oh, time to move.
Now, if the rocking chair didn't stop, I would have dismissed this as fake. Someone could have easily pulled this off with a string and blurred it out with special effects. However, how the rocking chair stopped seems as though someone stood up from it. Perhaps it was a ghost that stood up just to knock over the stuff on the shelf. But as always, I'll leave it up to you to come up with your own explanation.
A lot of this stuff I
Feel
don't
free to
believe
share down
because
below.
you could use screen that is hard to see, like he just said.
Facebook user Shy Unique Legacy was live streaming on Facebook when he captures something unsettling. Take a look.
I'm finna open my back over and show y'all that the picture came from in the back of my yard. Let me see if I can put this. That's the exact motherfucking spot now. That's my backyard. I'm gonna zoom it in a little piece. This is the exact spot that I just.
This wasn't the first time Shy Unique has seen the strange entity. He's seen it before, lurking in the trees in his backyard, and took a photo of it. It's hard to make out what's in this photo, but there appears to be something there. But the video he took is the most compelling piece of evidence of this strange entity. Although interesting, it is still nonetheless pretty creepy. It can be such a relief when you capture on camera what many people have doubted to be true, especially those you've told.
My bad,
Such
y'all.
was the case for Reddit user Project
I'll give you
Bat,
something, but
who
man,
captured the following on camera.
I wanna be gone, y'all. I wanna be gone, bitch. I wanna be
I
running.
asked the spirit in my house to knock over
I
the
would have got a
giraffe.
car keys.
Or anything, just a
Ain't
straight up
looking back.
response from the other
Fuck
side.
that house.
I've been telling people for months that things happen in my house that I can't explain, and I started filming my house and caught this.
Yes! Yes! Oh, thank you. Oh,
That ain't nothing to me.
you see that? Fuck yeah.
You can
Hey,
tell
man.
by the sound of his voice how relieved he is to have finally captured what's been happening at his place. This is just one of the many strange things that have
That's
been
too
going on
small
in
for
his
me.
home.
That made
He
me
has
look,
yet to
but
upload
that
more
won't scare me.
videos of these strange occurrences.
Nah,
So
that's
stay
not. That's
tuned.
not a big enough event. Not big enough event for me. Not big enough. Not big enough.
Kevin Koger lives at an apartment complex that's been there since who knows when. It's been up for a while, that's for sure, and it's for this reason that Kevin thinks his apartment is haunted. Kevin states that he hears strange noises at night, but the creepiest thing he's encountered so far was the following incident he captured on camera. Check it out.
Yo, what the Yo. bruh. Bro, what the fuck? Dude, what the fuck? Holy. I got goosebumps. What the I'm f***ing out, bro. I'm f***ing out. No f***ing way. No f***ing way.
As you can tell, Kevin is at a loss for words. He makes it clear that this wasn't staged or set up to look real. This actually happened, and he thinks that this might be the doing of some entity. But what are your thoughts on this? Could this be a ghost or an attempt at making it look like one? Let me know down below. Gavin Watts was using Google Earth to explore the Catacombs of Paris, which is a place that is known to be haunted. Knowing this, Gavin wasn't surprised to see the following image that was captured. Have a look. It's pretty spooky.
Oh, you see somebody standing there. The outline of somebody.
There have been many strange things caught on Google Maps/Earth, but this is definitely up there with the rest that are really creepy. But as is usually the case, there might be an explanation for this. Perhaps this might have been the cameraman who was sent by Google to take these photos. Who knows? But one can't help but think that this might be a spirit or some entity. This is the Catacombs after all. If you don't know what that is, then I highly suggest you look it up. It's pretty
I
terrifying.
won't go in that bitch.
And definitely check out As Above, So Below. It'll for sure leave you feeling spooked.
That movie was garbage.
Reddit user Notorious went straight to his garage after hearing noises that were coming from there. He was on Snapchat, talking to his fiance about the strange noises he was hearing.
You need to tell your fiance how to clean that damn
in the
garage.
hopes of capturing something strange.
Garage,
And,
basement.
to his surprise, he did
I'ma go
capture something
garage.
unusual.
Yeah. See ghosts. I'm not sure if I even believe anymore. But yo, okay. No.
Something pushes the sleeping bag off the shelf. Notorious has stated that his dog was at the garage door,
To me, I
far
would've
away
thought
from where it was
rats,
at.
squirrels,
So it couldn't have been his
not
dog that
raccoon.
accidentally tipped the bag over. Others have stated that it might have been a rat that was passing by.
See?
Although that might be a possible explanation, I just don't think that's what happened. As always, what are your thoughts on this? It isn't often the
I'm not
case
easily
that a
convinced.
ghost takes on the form of an actual human body. Rarely do we see videos of such spirits. We usually hear about them in stories or personal experiences. But this next video might be actual proof of a ghost manifesting itself as a living, breathing entity. Check it out. It's pretty creepy. Kamiata Orange, the person recording this, was dancing in her bedroom when out of nowhere, an apparition of what appears to be a girl manifests itself right behind her. Maybe this entity wanted to make its presence known, and it could only do so through the lens of a
Or it
camera,
could be somebody
as for some
hiding
reason,
in her closet.
cameras can detect what the human eye can't. Of course, this is merely a theory, but I'd be interested in hearing what your thoughts are on this. I wouldn't suggest watching the following clip unless you're fine with looking over your shoulder once every few seconds. In the following clip, someone appears to have set up a camera on a table pointing at the kitchen entrance. The reason as to why it was set up there in the first place is unknown, but later in the video, it becomes clear as to why it was there. Watch this clip and see what happens.
I don't think I'm seeing the two people. What the fuck was that? Like a garbage bag,
A
bitch.
shadowy apparition passes by in front of the camera. The strange activity that might have been going on in this house might be the reason as to why there was a camera. Again, this is purely speculative, but I can't help but think
It
that
looked like
there have been
somebody
strange
threw a
things
garbage
going on in
bag.
this house. That's usually the case with
Or a
videos
book
like
bag.
these. Regardless, this video is pretty creepy. If you're hiding under your blankets, then good, because this next video is too creepy to see out in the open where it's dark. A child is seen resting in his crib. However, he appears to have been woken up by something. It isn't until seconds later that we see what it was that woke him up. Have a look. Whatever this is, it appears to be observing the child with a deep gaze in its eyes. I can imagine the terror the parents of this child felt upon seeing this video. It would be in their best interest to move or to call an expert who can better handle entities that loom over children in their sleep. One thing's for sure though, I would never leave my child alone in that room ever again.
Shit, at that age, I wouldn't do it either.
I'm sure you've seen videos of pets that look like people. Most of them are funny, but this one is far from being funny and is probably the creepiest thing I've seen. I don't know who this cat is supposed to look like, but if you ask me, I would say Smarf from Too Many Cooks. If you haven't seen that video, then good. You don't want to watch it. Trust me, it's the stuff of nightmares. Working as a bartender has its benefits, some of which include getting tips and meeting lots of
And
new
hooking
people.
up.
But the
with the
best
girls.
part is that sometimes you'll encounter paranormal activity. Well, such was the case for the following bartender who looked over the following footage from the night before and saw this. Pay close attention to this area of the screen or you'll miss it.
Watching the tequila bottle on the left.
See that?
Reddit user Best of Us states that there have been multiple strange occurrences that have taken place at his work. However, most of these occurrences can be explained. Yet, this incident, which was fortunately captured on camera, is one that he can't explain. Maybe it's an actual ghost. Best of Us believes this, as
I don't.
according to the bar's history, a married couple and their kid were found dead in the building during the 80s. On top of that, according to a few stories, there have been a couple of people who have taken their own lives at this place. As you can see, Best of Us is leaning more towards the paranormal side to explain this. I would too, given the history of this place.
How that bottle move?
But what are your thoughts on this?
Look like a screen.
Let me know
pulpit.
down below.
If it moved in a way it can't be explained,
Thanks for
I
watching.
believe it.